Hello.
Hi.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Good evening, everybody. We've been gone for 2 weeks. We had a break because Auntie Yaa'S was chilling,
Yeah.
exploring, exploring the province. Yes,
Yeah.
and we've seen some pictures, and it was beautiful. Auntie Yaa'S, you tell
Mm-hmm.
us more about it. So welcome, and welcome everybody who's joining us after our break.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Auntie, do you want to say something before you start sharing and then?
Yes. All I would say is, it's interesting. Sometimes you live in a place for so long and you take the place for granted. Like
Yes.
when we were coming home from church, Nana read some, I don't know where she read it from, social media or whatever. Somebody's comment that they had put out is that, oh, Edmonton, you don't realize Edmonton. I don't want to use the word sucks. I forget what they said. You don't
Mm.
realize it till you get visitors from out of town. You get visitors, and then there's nowhere to take them. And oh, hello, Abigail. Good evening
Hello.
from here. How are you?
Mm.
Thank you for joining
Hello,
us.
Abigail.
So, you don't have anywhere to take them. And I said, well, there's different things you can take them to in this city. You can go to the Ledge, you can go to Mutard Conservatory. There's
The
places,
conservatory, yeah.
yeah, go to U of A, go, within the city of Edmonton, but you have to expand yourself. And people do that, like take them to Calgary and then take them to the mountains or
Yeah.
something. So
Yeah.
it's not all bad. So, like I'm saying, we live in the province of Alberta. Even when Calgary, I always find Calgary so beautiful.
Me too.
Hello, Ajua.
Hello, Ajua.
Yeah, you are here. Wow, you get a prize, Ajua. We're clapping for you. Just kidding. So, you don't, but there's places, like even when my mom came in 2015, well, we took her around, but we took her to Silver Lake too, right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's things that you can do. Hello, Pastor P.
Hello, Pastor
Clap.
P.
Pastor P also gets a clap. Wabantem. A clap, yeah, Ajua. We just finished clapping for Ajua. But it's like you take it for granted. Like me, anytime I'll travel, I'll go outside somewhere, Ghana, London States, wherever, Hawaii, Tahiti. But sometimes you need to take time to explore your own background. So,
Yes.
like last year, we just took some little day trips, just north of Edmonton here, an
Mm-hmm.
hour, an hour and a half away to look.
Yeah.
So we said, oh, it would be nice to do an overnight thing. And
Mm-hmm.
so we're talking, and my daughter-in-law had said, well, Waterton Park. So we all go, well, yeah, let's agree on that and do it, because we've been to Banff. Jasper, I
Mm-hmm.
went there a long time ago, so I couldn't even remember. Like Lethbridge, when I
Mm-hmm.
first started, working where I work now, that was the first place that we went for a workshop, but I can't remember. I couldn't remember.
Oh,
But
that's a long
we
time.
got there on the main drag or scenic drive, and I was seeing these coolies, these hills, and I go, yeah, I think I remember. That's the only thing that I can say I faintly remember.
Right.
But it was nice because you hear these things. Visitors come from outside, just not within Canada, but from outside. Banff and Lake Louise, all these places,
Mm-hmm.
Japan, Europe, Germany, all these tourists
Just to
coming.
visit,
Yeah,
yeah.
COVID has really affected us. So they come there and they come and do all these touring, and you live right here. Or even
Mm-hmm.
me, when I was on Web Talk, I like doing this travel blog stuff. So I'd find
Yes.
pictures of places, and you'd see places in Alberta, different places, so beautiful place. There's so many lakes and things and whatever around, and
Yeah.
we don't explore. So for me to go and see these places, I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. So
Mm.
even just within the city of Lethbridge, like I said, I would live in Lethbridge. It's
Oh,
just as far
really?
away. Yes, it seems like I think it's a bigger city than Red Deer. It's
Okay.
a nice place, but just quiet. But my husband goes, yeah, he could see himself living here, but you have to find something to do. Like what,
Mm.
if you are retired and this and that, it's quieter. And then you are close to these things, these,
Yeah.
you are
Places to
even close to the
see and
US border if you choose to go there, So
yeah.
yeah, but it was exciting. It's good to travel. Like I'll
It
say,
is.
us, like we have a lot of issues as a community, our social problems, what have you, but we are so bent on doing well for ourselves And then most times too, I think that what pushes us, we don't even think of ourselves, we think of the community back home. I have to go build, I have to go do this to
Yes.
prove that I've come to Abrochri. So you yourself, you don't enjoy the life that you have here. Your
Mm-hmm.
children don't enjoy the life because you are always working. You
Right.
don't take time out to go to these places and explore. Look, there was this Ethiopian guy, a man that we knew in one of the churches we were going to when the girls were young, and his wife worked with my husband at the time. He told me, he said he bought an RV because every summer at least he can take his kids to BC or something, so that
Somewhere.
when
Yeah.
when school reopens and they go back, the kids go back to school and they are telling their stories, his children will also
To
have a
have
story to
something to
tell.
say.
So
Yeah.
we should stop thinking about ourselves. Think about your children and realize that they are growing up in this environment. Perhaps
Mm-hmm.
they may not even say they are going to go live in Ghana. No, they'll go there and visit, but
Yeah.
chances of them uprooting themselves to go live there. So make sure they are also enjoying their life here. So
Mm-hmm.
all this stuff is in our backyard and we just sit here and there have been times when I've taken holidays and if I'm not traveling somewhere, just a staycation, staying at home, right?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah.
So it was nice to be able to do that. But the roads, and the thing that gets me thinking is just this past week I saw an accident on one of the highways. It
Oh
says
boy.
Morley, so I'm thinking Morley is the road to one of the First Nations reserves communities, Stony. Well,
Mm.
so there was an accident there and 2 or 3 people died. And all I
Oh.
said, I said to myself is, you know what? We were running around back and forth. Like when you're going to these places to visit, is 1 hour, two, it's not even 1 hour, 1.5, 1.25, 2 hours back and forth, this and
Yeah.
that. And all through it. So you have to be thankful too, right?
Yes,
It
that's
just,
true.
yeah, when you talk about these things, people think you are being morbid. But I remember 2019 too, after Christmas. Well, it was 2020, January 1st. Nana and I left Ghana. So we landed here on the 2nd.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was just on the 6th. I forget the date. Then there was that crash,
Whoa.
the Iranian airplane that crashed. And so that one too got me thinking. I said, we were in a plane and we took 2 or 3 planes, but are we more special than these? So you never know what will occur.
Why? What
But my take
happens?
on it
Yeah.
is that try to enjoy life. So,
Yeah. Yeah. Very true. Very
mhm,
true about us and not having quality time,
yes. Have memories.
especially
Make,
with
make
our
memories.
yes, making memories. I'm I'm all about memories.
Hmm.
And sometimes Sean makes fun of me because sometimes I want to capture them on um, my phone and stuff
Yes.
like that. And he doesn't really care.
Hmm.
Like when we went to now I've forgotten the
Inverness.
place. Remember Invermere?
Inverness.
Yes, the scenery was so awesome,
Beautiful.
and he wasn't even looking. So I got down and said,
Hmm.
"Take a video of me, and then I'll take pictures from them." And sometimes I'll say, "Let's stop." And when we're going, he was driving.
Hmm.
So yeah, he would not stop. He would just act as if he didn't hear that I said we can stop here.
Hmm.
But when we're coming back, I was driving. So
Hmm.
yeah,
You
I
stop
just
when
stopped
you.
anywhere. Yeah, I wanted to.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
it is beautiful. And as we were saying before the live came on, the waters are awesome,
Oh
like
gosh.
so
So
clear. And
clean.
the waters that are blue and some are green
Green.
and
Yes.
oh, it's
Chinook
so
Lake was
beautiful.
green. The lake that I
Oh,
visited was green. Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
So
Hmm.
yeah.
Are you
Well,
done sharing?
no. I was just talking to you. You said let's talk before you start sharing. Okay. So you keep talking. I'll share.
Yeah. Um, I think I don't know if this travel thing I got from my dad because he liked to travel too
Hmm.
a lot. He liked to drive, and that's why last Christmas I did that
Okay.
long drive,
Right.
and
Yes.
it was awesome. Yeah,
Hmm.
I think the drive itself relaxes me,
Hmm.
distresses me before I get to wherever I'm going. And any comments? I'm just reading from the screen.
Ajua, please read
My
Pastor P's
husband,
comment.
yes. Hey, Pastor P is
Pastor
enjoying.
P.
Mm, this is the kind of kidnap that you enjoy. You don't want anybody to rescue
Nope.
you. Yeah,
Okay.
so
I hope I got
let's
it.
travel. I mean, it's not even about travel. Let's
Mm-hmm.
spend, quality
Yes, it
time.
is. It is,
Nature is
Abigail.
beautiful. Yes, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. I was just scared that maybe some bears, because there was signs for
Mm-hmm.
bears, and
Yeah.
I
Hey,
actually saw is it a mountain goat? But it was so huge.
hey, you've reminded me. Finish your story.
I didn't think they were so big. It was
Mm-hmm.
huge. And I was
Wow.
just sitting there chewing something. I said,
Wow.
wow.
Wow. Wow.
I felt like I was in a movie,
Oh
actually.
my goodness.
Yeah.
It's interesting that um, on the last day or last Saturday when we were leaving
Yeah.
Lethbridge, I said to a lady, I said, look, um, I don't like to be someone who goes to a place and there's something there that I should see and I didn't see. I
Hmm.
said, we need to go through, drive through University of Lethbridge. We always pass by you see the sign, University Drive, when we're downtown or wherever we're coming from,
Hmm.
driving to where we were living. And yet, so we drove through there. And so we're looking around, lo and behold, we turn around on the way back. Here's some. There's about four deer, like two little ones.
Yeah.
I'm sure one was the dad and and so then we took pictures of them. I'm like, this is so close, like they are. And there was another one too on the hill. I'm so if you're on this campus and you're
Wow.
walking around and you see deer, what do you do? Walk. Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah.
don't run,
Yeah.
just walk, right?
Just walk, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Will you say that if it's a bear?
Oh no. Well, I'll freeze because
Hmm.
if you run, it will catch up to you.
Hmm.
Because I hear
Yes.
they have speed, although they are that heavy and huge.
Hmm.
Like, so I'd rather freeze, and then whatever would happen would happen.
Hmm. Okay, I think I'm
Yeah.
finished sharing. Let me look
Okay.
for this here. What are we talking about today?
Oh
Okay.
yeah. Today we're talking about the gift. The gift. So welcome again to Auntie Yaa'S Cozy Book Chat. We're back, and okay, I'm not gonna say when we'll go on break because I don't know. But we're back again, full speed. So
Yes.
every Sunday you'll find us right here at 5 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
Mountain Standard Time. So today it's the gift, and you can find that on pages 75 and 76 of The Beauty of a Woman's Heart.
Oh yeah.
Are you putting the banner for where they can get it? Oh,
Oh no,
that'll be the commercial.
I'm
Okay.
just, yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just.
So the book we're reading is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart, and today it's on page 75 and 76, The Gift. And as usual, we'll read through it and then we can chat about it. So here we go. We feel so honored when we receive lavish gifts or special awards from our loved ones, friends, and colleagues. Indeed, our delight knows no bounds in such moments. These gifts may be small or large. Whatever they are, our only thought is the pleasure we feel at being the recipient of such blessings from others. Yeah, getting a gift is awesome. And um, for a long time, Christmas was all about receiving gifts for me.
So when?
So I guess 4 or 5 years ago, it's recently
Hmm.
that I thought about the other way around, what it really is
Means.
about,
Hmm.
and what we should be telling our kids
Mm-hmm.
that it's about. It's because everywhere you look, it's about gifting, right? And it
Yeah.
feels good.
Yeah.
It feels good to get gifts, small or large. So it got me thinking, Auntie, why
Mhm.
did you write about this? Like, what got you on this gift topic?
Yeah, it's been a long time ago. Don't ask hard questions. Well, it's just yeah, Ajuasu.
Because of the
It's just
guy.
let's see.
Oh, she's also saying the same thing.
Hmm.
She's only able to see
Oh,
on the screen.
that's weird.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Hmm.
Oh wow,
Hmm.
that's interesting. Yeah, I mean, it's this whole idea, right? Like
Mhm.
we we know, like my main focus was on the gifts, like gifts that
We,
God has put inside
we
us.
have, yeah.
But then I had to relate it that, okay, look how happy we are, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
Ya decides to do something. Maybe she does this nice picture or whatever and gives it to me. I'm like, oh, so Ya is artistic. I've benefited from her gift, right?
Right.
So if
Right.
she did not dispense with that gift, I wouldn't be the beneficiary of it. And
Mm-hmm.
even like, oh, okay. And even it's
It's weird.
God gave Jesus to us as a gift. So can you imagine my what I usually say is, and I think I've probably written about it somewhere in reflections of
Tasty so.
yeah. I say
Mm-hmm.
that, in the old days, every time at a certain time of the year or whatever it was, you have to get your sheep. Leviticus or Deuteronomy is full of those instructions. The parts of the Bible that
Oh yeah.
are so tedious and
All
so
those
boring,
rules and
rules and things. So
yeah.
if you have this, then you have to buy a dove. If you can't afford a dove, buy this, buy that, and then the sheep. And sometimes so maybe David, there was some slaughtering going on, and they slaughtered 3,000 this or 3,000 that. And so I said that was the time that the priest was the only one who could go in
Mm-hmm.
and be atoning for your sins. So I
Yeah.
said, if when the priest died, he goes in with a string tied around his ankle. So if he falls in there, they just pull
Pull him
the
out
string because you
because
can't enter
nobody
into the
can go
holy,
there yet.
you can't enter into the most holy place there. So I used to ask myself, I tell myself that when I read those things, I thought, wow, thank God for this period in
Hmm.
which we are, because
Yes.
if we were still in those days, how many of us could afford to buy this sheep and then we'll all be going to yeah. So like for me, that's how I look at it, that wow, so it's a precious gift that we have now compared to then when you had to go slaughter this, slaughter that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So anyway.
And as you said before, we don't really think about the gifts that God has put in us,
No.
or we don't really value it. If
Mhm.
I'm, yeah,
Do we know it? Yeah.
we
Do we
don't
know?
even know it to actually, yeah, that's
Yeah.
true.
Yeah.
We don't even know the gifts that we have in us to value it and then put it into practice or
Hmm.
use it
Hmm.
in the first place.
I
Um,
have a I have a comment as you were saying that, because something came to mind that we are like us who are not knowing our gift. We can't really blame ourselves. I kind of feel that it's the environment in which we are raised. Because,
right.
like you see a little child here and they are drumming, 2-year old Kim drumming, doing all kinds of things. And the parent will go, oh, wow. So they'll start to nurture that.
Mm-hmm.
Or they are good at something, or people
Yeah.
notice and they start to nurture that. But
Yeah.
we don't. I mean, some of us do. Some people back home, it's not just like that. But on the
The
whole,
majority, yeah.
yeah, how many people, like, who takes time to actually tell you that, oh, you are good at this, and maybe you might want to be invested in it.
Yeah.
We have, because of the poverty and all that, we have these rules that we give. Oh, I wish I could do this for you, but we can't afford that. So something else takes over, right? Anyway,
Right.
I thought. Mhm.
Okay.
Ajua.
Yes. Yeah. They are friends and they don't see.
Yeah,
You
that's
think it will
weird.
be the other way around, that
Yeah, yeah.
you'd rather see your friends'
That's
comments and not
crazy.
see. Yeah. That's very, very weird.
Hmm.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, as you said, it is the poverty because all you're taught is to go to school and get a
Hmm.
job, the
Hmm.
formal way. But now it is changing,
Yeah.
and everything else was seen as a waste of time, or
Hmm.
you cannot afford to actually invest time into it. Not afford, not financial afford, but it's like a waste of time. You could be
Hmm.
reading your books instead of
Yeah.
playing the drum. Or I
Hmm.
remember after I finished tech and I was just home, I think that was before the national service. I wanted to learn how to sew because
Hmm.
I had interest in it. But
Hmm.
first and foremost, your friends think you're crazy because you finished the university and now ukwa the palm school or what. Like, so I'll pack my bags and then I'll go, like, they will ridicule you and stuff like, but I
Hmm.
knew what I was doing anyway.
Hmm.
And then well, there was nobody to actually motivate me to go. And
Hmm.
my mom also thought that where I was going, the person doesn't know anything. So I was actually discouraged. And I just quit. National service came
Hmm.
in and I didn't
Yeah.
even follow through. So these are some of the things that we can actually pay attention to the kids that are coming up.
Yeah. Yeah. As you're saying that, I'm looking at you and I'm asking, how I used to be in that situation. I'm not anymore. We talk of women who come here. If you know how to sew or you know how to do hair, that is your gold mine.
It
So
is.
imagine that you had gone and taken that training and you are here. Like, you know how it is. Like, well, as for in any place in which you are and there's Ghanaian women, even I'm saying, I don't even think that the cap and slate, it's there, but I don't think it's so common. But people like dresses, styles, and
Right.
this and that. So can you imagine that you'd be sitting on a gold if you
I was thinking about it and I actually,
you see?
yeah, because I don't know. I felt
Yeah.
like I had wasted something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is because if you don't get the encouragement and the system too, right? Like the system, it just
Mm-hmm.
grooms you. Everybody is going one way. If you don't go to university, like
Very true.
what kind of I don't know. Maybe if, like you said, things are changing. Is the system becoming a little more diversified that they are focusing on technology and instead of book
And
long
people's
studies, right?
gifts. I think so.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Mm. Okay. Let's see. Okay, before we go into we start with the hear this. I think we should talk about finding our gifts,
Hmm.
because the first one, it says, do not be afraid to activate the gifts within you. But as you said previously, if you don't know your gifts,
Hmm.
then how do you actually activate or
Hmm.
even do something about it?
Hmm.
So, is there a way that you think that we can find our gifts?
Um, I can't say that I know, like, boom, that there's a specific way. Like, we all
Right,
have different ideas that we have or think about. Like, usually we are told, oh, pray about it, God will show you and this and that. But
right.
like, if you're a parent and you are raising your children, you are watching them,
Yeah.
you can tell, what your children are good at. So it's
Mm-hmm.
for you to have that discerning eye to help them to start to nurture that gift, right?
Yeah. Right.
So I can't come up with but that's
Yeah.
one of the things that we don't pay attention to
Two.
in our
Yes.
parenting.
Yes.
We don't pay attention. Like, I mean, look at the environment in which you grow up in. and you have a child who's good in their with their hands and the woodwork, and you see them carving and doing this, you'll sit down and say, oh, do I want my child to become a carpenter? But come here
Yeah.
and see, the story is different. So
Yeah.
we need to expand our, yes,
Yes, we
we
do
need to
easily.
expand,
Yeah.
we need to expand our minds. Like we need to open
Mm,
up our minds to embrace some of these concepts, because we are too, there we are too rigid, we're too structured, we look at things in a very narrow way, and then we
right.
don't think outside the box, right?
Right. Right. Right.
I mean, like you're saying, you know, you could be the
Vera Wang.
yeah, like you could be a designer
Oh
something
my
that people
lord.
are buying things, but because of discouragement here,
Yes.
yeah, but at this time, like me, I'll say, but is it too late?
It's never too late.
Yes,
It's
because
never
here,
too
if
late.
you take, those little Metro College, those binders that come out with different training, they always
Mm-hmm.
have this wine, this classes, photography, this, sewing,
Oh
this.
yeah, those flyers. That's where I got this
Yes,
one from. It says Stratford Career Institute or
yes.
something. Yeah.
So, it's like, and that is what, like, we have so much available at our disposal, and yet we sit here and we still, the boxes that we carried ourselves in from our home, we are still in it, and we are not getting out of it to explore and do something different.
As Ajua would say, and even inside the box, you're in the corner.
There's four corners. Yeah, there's four corners to explore. So,
Yeah. Yeah. These gifts too, like you're they're your passion too, right? You're passionate
mm,
about it. When you do it, you feel
yes,
fulfilled. When you do it,
yes,
you're happy.
yes. Yes,
Yeah.
it's like Abigail is saying, our gifts are things we
Yeah.
do
We
easily.
do
It
easily.
doesn't
Yeah.
cause you any stress. It's
Right.
just it's just
Right.
something that, because you have the passion for it, so you
Mm-hmm.
can close your eyes and do it, and it's,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay. I'll read the second short paragraph and then we have two
Commercial.
minutes to go. Yeah. A minute or so.
Hmm.
So, before we go further, what is a gift? A gift is a thing given willingly to someone without payment, a present. A gift is also a natural ability or talent. So, with that, we'll go for a commercial break, come back, and then we'll continue.
Hmm. Okay. Hello, and we are back. So the book again is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart, and you can find it on Amazon. The ticker is scrolling by US, Canada, France, Italy, Spain, Germany, UK, and Innovi Books. And also, I'll have you know that I'm doing a book interview with a classmate of mine in
Oh,
London
yeah.
on Wednesday. It's Wednesday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Her name is
Okay.
Candy Kiki Chat. So it's funny, after the book launch, she says, well, how come you've never asked me to come to my show? And I'm like, it never even crossed my mind. So here we are. So I will put something out. I wasn't sure she was bringing out a poster or not, but I'll talk to her. I'll get something out.
Okay.
Okay. So let me bring the banner up. Get your copy on Amazon. It's a wonderful
Mm-hmm.
read.
It is an
And please,
awesome
if
read.
you've read the book, please write a review. Reviews are very important. There's a few comments too, so I'll read them and then we can go on.
Okay.
No, Pastor P says, we are too traditional and conventionally structured, and it's stealing our abundance and wealth. Bam.
True.
Oh my
True.
goodness, the narrow thinking. It's, yes. Pastor P, this here is a topic in itself. I think you have to come so we do this one. So, and Ajoado says 100% true talk, power to both your thoughts. Life is complex, and we each have the gift to make things happen based on our willingness to learn, seize the moments, believe in ourselves, never giving up, be determined with genuine heart, have realistic goals. Thank you. That is so
Thank
true.
you.
Yes.
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 Yeah.
Hello, Miss
Oh,
Sage.
hi, Miss Sage.
Welcome, welcome. So yes, you can
Okay.
continue. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Um. So at the end of the chapter, Auntie Yaa'S has a list of things that she wants us to hear, and we've already mentioned the number three plus some. Yeah. So the number three says, if you do not know what your gift is, go before the Lord in prayer, and He will reveal it to you. And we also added that um, from Miss Abigail that they are the things that we easily do.
Mm.
So yeah.
We're not talking about just pray one time and say, "Oh, God didn't show me." We're saying this is if you are serious about it, it's consistent prayer over
It
time.
is
Maybe you yourself sense something in you
something.
already, and you just want confirmation or whatever. But
Hmm.
prayer is not just what I prayed and God has answered. It doesn't. I'm not a ye, but it's not so
That's not how it.
simple.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's true. Yeah. Okay. So I'll read the next chapter.
Mhm.
Just as we are so overjoyed to receive gifts, have you ever stopped long enough to think about that special gift God has given you? Yes, there is a special gift God has deposited inside you. This special gift is to be used to bless others and bring glory to Him. And that takes me to the second, um, hear this, which says that do not hoard or be stingy with your gifts. So there are two different things, you know. The hoarding could be that you haven't even thought about it or you haven't even explored it and it's just deposited in you. And being stingy also, I think this is what I think when I read it. You know you have the gifts, but you're not sharing.
Yeah.
So you're being stingy with it. And I think that the gifts to, we think most of the time when we have something in us, we think that it's for us. But I think more that it's for God's glory first and then for others. So it is to help others, because if you don't think about it that way, also, I think that that makes you feel like you can do whatever you want with this,
Hmm.
just like hoarding it or being stingy with it.
Yeah.
But if it's supposed to be for God's glory, supposed to help others, then you'll be more forthcoming with it.
Yeah, you're talking like you're in my mind and saying some of the things that are running through my mind because
Oh,
I'm going to say that sometimes even when we have a gift, like you're saying, we tend to think of it as just for us.
hmm,
We and then even you have the other side of it where some people are so cocky and arrogant with it, like it belongs to them. But
yes.
we don't
Mm.
realize that yes, it's you, it's in you, right? But it's for other, it becomes very I don't even know what word to use. More beneficial, maybe beneficial is not even the right word. Like you're supposed to use it to bless others.
Others,
So
yeah.
if we do not understand the concept of that, we are not here to live for ourselves only. You are here to
Yes.
make an impact, and that impact includes making life different for people. Like if you
Right.
look around you here in this society, the way people are getting ahead and walking into their destiny and making those big, big monies is they look around and they find they see a problem and they become problem solvers. They have a
Yes.
solution for that problem, and
Yes.
then bang, it becomes like an instant hit, and everybody is going for it. Somebody created something. I forget. I don't know whether they're on Shark Tank or whatever, but it's this big fluffy. I don't know what it's called, but
Mm.
you know how these people like their football matches, and you go and it's cold, so that's what you wear to keep warm. That's an
Yeah.
idea, and it's taken off, right? And I
Yeah.
told you I watch these shows, these HGTV, and there's
Mm-hmm.
a show that people who've made it rich by creating something. So this guy goes to help them to find them their dream home. And sometimes when you look at the ideas, simple, simple things, and yet it was an answer to a
So
problem.
that's
So
yeah.
as for us, where did where did our
It's always me, me, me.
like but yeah, even in the system, when you create something, even to try and create something, and then even to you are going say for a patent or whatever it is that they do back home,
Oh yeah.
you get so tired. Maybe you have to go and grease, you that you are looking for help, the open door, you have to go and grease somebody's palm. So
Mm-hmm.
when will you get that money to grease that palm for that thing to get on the market for you to benefit from it or others benefit too, right? So yeah.
Yeah. What is it? Because I read somewhere on Facebook, and this was
Mhm.
not something the person was going to sell. The person was
Mhm.
going to donate it, and
Okay.
yet they wanted him to pay some outrageous amounts of money, and he took it to Nigeria, and they just took it.
Look at that. Look at
So
that.
I don't get it. I mean, if the person is going to sell it, it makes sense because they're going
Mhm.
to make profit out of it. But if
Mhm.
someone is going to donate something, and I think that's why most people also in the diaspora don't do those things like philanthropic
Yeah.
things. Because
Well,
if you don't,
yeah. If you even if you have a business idea and you are taking it back home, somebody will tell you that where's my cat? I've heard stories of people have told me stories of people they know going home to, do some new venture, and some
mm,
government official or top brass has said that to them, and that was it. So what you see, because we haven't gotten that concept. If we start to think of the greater good instead of
right.
just ourselves, maybe we'll start to do a little better. But who knows? Let me read Ajua's comment and then we can continue. He says, yes, and some can be developed into extraordinary through hard work, care, connecting with the right people, being our own person, not copycats, or follow to seek acceptance with communities when God already has accepted us. I think she's agreeing with Abigail's comment that the things that we
Yeah,
do easily. Yes.
easily can be
Yeah.
developed as well. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So, do you have anything before I read some of the scriptures that we have, and
Um,
then we can?
for me, like what I would also like to say is that we, because of the box, yeah, the box syndrome, yeah, we
Yeah.
put ourselves in these boxes and we can't get out of it. But I think that we have to break that mindset and tell ourselves that if you become aware, the worst thing that can happen to a person is to grow from birth to death and not use the gift that God has put inside you.
Yeah.
But at whatever stage you become aware, it doesn't matter. We think too much of our age.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, me, I'm 40, I'm 30, oh, I'm too old, I can't do this. And they've given up already.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Wherever stage you are at, if you are willing to work, please, put in the work and do it. There's
Yeah.
another comment from Ajua. Nothing should stand in our way when it comes to achieving our goals in life. We should never base our successes based on our location, inability to acquire knowledge, problems, finances, because tomorrow is another day to start something new. Yes,
Yes.
we've already
Very
given
true.
up. We've given up even before we started. Like
Yeah.
you tell
Yeah.
somebody, oh, you're good at this. Why aren't you doing this? Then they come up with the excuses. But
Yeah.
you have to push.
Yeah,
We
I
don't
think
have that. We don't have that push.
spirit in
That
us.
spirit. Yeah, like we don't have grit. We give up easily. Oh, I can't do this. A lot of times you see, oh, this person. I mean, this is sidetracking, but I'll use it as an example. I saw something on Facebook yesterday about some very brave, smart young man, and he got scholarships for his first degree or something. He's from a poor background, so now he's looking for money to go to Oxford for some masters or this or that. So you should see the comments that people have put there. Have you not heard of working? Have you? Do you get what I mean? Like what I'm
Oh,
trying to say is that our whole attitude is that, oh, this has happened to me. Somebody come and help me. Oh, this, oh, that. But we never think about, we never tap into ourselves and be
right.
resourceful. It's not, we have this mindset that it's learn, help, learn. Somebody has to do something for me. Always somebody
So
has to do something
there
for
should
me.
be,
Yeah,
yeah, there should be,
you need to rely on yourself. You have to tell, look, they say it, if it is to be, it is up to me. It's something that we all should get it into our spirit, because yeah, it's not going to come and tell me that, oh, you have to do this before I can do it. What if Yah doesn't want to tell me that, or she hasn't even seen that I have to do it? So you
yeah,
are sitting there waiting and wasting our lives, right? We're
yes,
so
yeah,
helpless. Like when this, if somebody, something tragic happens, somebody's died. Yeah, I know there's poverty and that, but the what? Oh, this so and so has died. So please come and help me to bury the person. Like, every time we want people. Look, yeah, people always think somebody should be doing something for them, and then if
yeah.
you are not doing it for them, then they are calling you names
You're
or
the
things.
evil
we
person.
put
Yeah,
we put too much expectations on other people. People are there to help us, sure, they are there, but you have to learn that you are everything starts with you, from you. If you don't get started, how does somebody come and speak a word into your life and say, hey, maybe you could look at this too, try it, right?
right,
But
right,
so I don't
right.
know.
That's true. That's
Yeah,
true.
I don't know.
Um, well, when we're done, I'll read it all over again. I mean, they hear this, but
Yes, yes.
I'm picking because we're talking about some of them, and the
Mm-hmm.
number 4 says to learn to serve others with your gifts,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what we've been talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that if you know that our gifts are supposed to serve other people or to help other people, then the age thing doesn't come in then,
No.
because no matter what, even if you're able to help 2 people before you die, you
Mm-hmm.
have done something.
Yes.
And then we also forget that that void that's in us,
Mm-hmm.
it's also part of it, because you'd never be satisfied until you're using your gifts. Like
Yeah.
sometimes you're there, you're irritated, or like nothing's happening, but you feel
Empty.
empty, kind of. Yeah. And it's all that. So find your gift, help people, because there's really joy in helping people. Like,
We don't know that. We just we are into the, in life they say there's givers and takers, but it seems like a lot of us are just takers.
hmm,
Every time we have to say thank you, thank you, thank you. What about you give for a change?
yeah,
Right? Like
yeah.
bless somebody, do something for somebody else. Like,
Oh, well, it just doesn't come naturally to
well,
us.
we have to try. I know, to us, thank you. It's every time,
Yeah,
yeah,
to us.
give me,
Yeah.
give me, give me. And people,
Mm,
something, people want you to lose yourself and just give everything to them. It's almost like you are not important.
yeah.
What they need from you, they have to take it. No, it doesn't work
It
like that.
has to
It's
be
give
at the
and
top.
take.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I think we can only change that with the young ones coming.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because
I don't know. You know.
this Christmas thing, why I brought it up was because I was thinking when the kids come, Christmas is going to be when we'll find something to do. If we have to go like volunteer somewhere, it has
Yeah.
to be something that we're given to
Hmm.
other people
Hmm.
than the presents under the tree. Because I used
Yes.
to do that.
Yes.
Yeah, 'cause
Because we lose the meaning of the season. It's like, oh, presents, and even some kids too. You give them presents like
they
they
don't
are they
appreciate it.
are washed. Yeah, they are washed. Like everything is plentiful. They have all this abundance things around them.
Mm-hmm.
So what's one other little car? Oh, I don't like that. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
ungrateful. Like if you keep throwing things at kids, you teach them to be self-centered, self-absorbed, and selfish.
yes,
Rather,
yes,
take them out
yeah,
to go help somebody.
yes,
There
yes.
was a 4-year-old boy on Facebook, I don't know, somewhere in the States, handing out lunches and whatever to homeless people. And people were
Oh,
praising the parents that, wow, to teach a young boy to be doing
yeah,
this. He
yeah.
had, I think he probably went and bought some sandwiches or burgers or whatever, and then he had a drink to go with it. So people would be coming by. I'm like, wow, even us
Yeah.
grown ups, have we gone out and done that?
Nope.
So,
Yeah. So it's up to us. I was going to say something, but I forgot. But so, um, okay, let's look at a few of the scriptures about gifts. So the first one is First Peter 4:10. As each one has received a special gift, employ it in serving one another as good stewards of the manifold grace of God. Hmm. That's why I say everything is in the Bible. Everything.
and yet we say it's outdated, it's not relevant
Yeah,
for these
it's
times.
not. It's
Yeah.
not. Everything is in there. Okay, James 1:17 says, every good and perfect gift is from above and comes down from the Father of lights, with whom there is no variation or shadow of turning. What does that one mean? Why
Well,
is there variation and shadow of turning thing?
go and read your commentary. I can't
Pastor
tell
B
you.
is here. Pastor B.
Pastor P is not a walking encyclopedia. Don't harass her. If I, okay,
She
if
has
we
one beside her. I can't do it
uh
now. So Ephesians 4:7 says, but grace was given to each one of us according to the measure of God's gifts. Hmm. And then Proverbs 22:29. Do you see someone skilled in their work? They will serve before kings. They will not serve before officials of low rank. So our gifts will take us high. Our gifts,
take
yeah, our gifts is the key. It's the
make a
key.
movie. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. Okay. So what time? Okay, the next paragraph says, dear woman, do you know what that special gift of yours is? If you do, have you given it much thought? Or has it sunk to the bottom of the barrel of your life? And busyness, excuses, and insecurities have taken over. The results? This special gift has never seen the light of day.
It is buried.
Yeah, excuses, busyness. Yeah, busyness is the main
Number one.
excuse. Like, yeah, that we use. But as we said before, you can do everything, but if you don't use your gifts, it's like you haven't fulfilled your purpose. Let me
No.
put it that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's the key to fulfilling your purpose here on earth, which we didn't know before. I didn't know I had a purpose here.
No.
I knew I was just passing through.
We're drifting through.
Yes.
Just drifting.
Yeah. And why is it not preached in church about purpose? Because I feel it's one of the main things too. It's, isn't it?
Yeah. It's um yeah, the thing is that we are in life for a purpose. So from the get-go we should be in the process of being groomed. whether
Right.
we ourselves are doing it, training, spiritual, and a lot of these things, like you are saying, they have spiritual foundation. So
Mm-hmm.
it's a wonder, like you say, that it's not
Yeah.
being talked about a lot more, because we need to hear those kinds of messages that will push people to
Yeah.
be better, to do better,
Yeah.
to let them understand that, you know, I'm not limited. I can do something with myself. I
Mm-hmm.
have what it takes. Even teaching people to believe in themselves is the first step,
Yeah.
because a lot of people, how many times do you hear a positive word? Look, you just watch,
Hmm.
it's so easy for us to spew out the negative and put people down or crush their spirit. But
Yeah.
we have to tell people, we have to tell people that there's something in them, there's something valuable in them. I think I'm missing a lot of
There are
comments.
some comments. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to be reading. Nothing. Did I read this one? Did I read this
Which
already?
one? Nothing should
Nothing
stand.
says
Yes,
in
that
our
was the
way.
last one you read.
Okay. So, true, because many people are used to their limited comfort zone, whereas others have no clue to utilize their common sense productively and only using one corner box, forgetting there are three other options, expecting others to fix. Ajwa. Thank you. Kindness goes a long way, and yet many of the people in our society communities are takers, drainers, receivers, and thank you only. So
Mm.
much ungratefulness, then top it off with kokonsa, lies, manipulation, defamation, insults when they cannot measure to other standards, sabotage and pulling down syndrome. This is the
Mm.
thing. We've been groomed into a people of take, take, take,
Yeah.
because the environment, there's no work, there's no this. We have excuses, right? So when we
Yeah.
see that somebody else is making it, how are they making it? They are probably doing something weird on the
And
side to make money,
that's
right?
the bad thing too.
Mhm.
We won't go and learn whatever that the person did to
Person is
break out
doing.
of it, but
Yes,
would rather make up stories and
yes. It's like, and we need to be taught to the value of hard work, because I think too that these gifts are missing. We are sitting in churches every day, praying, praying, praying. Meanwhile, there's something so basic, simple thing that you can do to get
yeah.
out of your situation, and you won't do it. Very simple, basic. Yes.
Yeah.
Ask for our own to just subscribe and like your pages is like, yeah, stick into
Hey.
a brick wall. It's so empty and pathetic. So much pretense, selfishness, enviness, greed, dysfunctional minds. Exactly. Like, it's we won't help each other. We won't,
No.
it's many people seem to enjoy when others are suffering, as long as it's not them. It's
Mm. It's not them on the
as long as it's
receiving
not it's not them on the receiving end.
end.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know. There's a lot going on, and it's so sad, because it's just if we'd only shift the mindset a little bit, our way of thinking, it would
Yeah.
help us. Because if you grow up thinking that somebody else has to help you, somebody else has to help you, won't do anything for yourself.
Mm.
Or meanwhile, our brother, and they are demanding, calling you at 5 a.m., demanding things. Meanwhile,
Hmm.
you are the things that the money that you are giving them, they dress better than you,
Oh
who is
yeah.
sitting here in your poor clothes, you know.
Yes. Oh, my tummy
Hello,
hurts.
Alethea. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, they enjoy that, right? The wicked and evil mindsets in Kwanzaa. It's sad. It's so unfortunate. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
it's like every time you have to put yourself to the side and do
Excuse me.
something for
Sorry.
somebody else. No, no.
Hmm.
I don't know.
Well.
But we need to dig, like, we were talking to the women about, your gift has not seen the light of day because of
Yeah.
your excuses, and you are busy. You are busy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Busy.
the children, oh, this. But you have to remember that the children will grow up and go
Yeah.
away. It's like, Nana was talking to me about something, some option that she's considering. And if you consider that option a career option thing,
Mm-hmm.
it gives you the opportunity of, okay, even if you are working Monday to Friday, but it's a narrow focused, right, of her career of as a career
Right.
option.
Kind of
So
like a specialized.
yes, and I said, and the what she's hearing about it is not good. And I said, well, even if it's the Monday to Friday thing, that will be the attraction because when you get married, you have kids grow up. The kids will grow up and go. Then what will you be stuck in your box that you picked? So
Yeah.
that means that you have to change your mind and look at expand your options, right? But
Right. Right.
these are some of the things that we need to be doing. Like I don't know, we don't want to. There's not a whole lot that we want to do. And
No.
maybe I could be wrong in saying what I'm saying, but we come off, especially with the women. Am I right in saying that it seems like we feel that all that is expected of us in life is that you be groomed? Oh, who goes school cry, you're going to go and become somebody's wife. So marriage and that, okay, I'm working marriage, that's your focus.
And
But
then
is there
children.
something, yeah, so the children, but you forget the children grow up. So
Yes.
is there something that you want to be doing for yourself? Is there something inside you that is burning to come out? That is what we are talking about. Something that you know that if you don't do it, you'll never be happy. You have to see yourself that, oh, at least I took 2, 3 steps and I'm on my way. Something, do something. It's your heart's desire, it's your passion, right?
Yeah.
And we have
Yeah, it is important.
yeah, and we have so many excuses. How many times have we said this on this platform? A
Hmm.
husband who's holding us in place, or the children or friends who tell you you can't do this, you can't do that. Me, this is why I say that yes, it is true that there's family dynamics, budgets, and things, but this is why that if you're a woman, you should be resourceful and have your own money too,
It's
that
always,
yeah,
yeah,
something that you can fall on to do something that it won't cause a
for
pressure
yourself.
in a
Yeah.
household budget, so the man doesn't use it as an excuse to keep you in place. So you can't do this because we don't have money. So oh
Yeah.
no, everything is taken care of. I have this little pot here, I can do this, I can do that. Yes,
Yeah.
because for
Yeah.
me, if I had said that I was going to tell my husband that, oh, I want to write a book, I'm taking it out of this and that, do you think the book would get written? No, no,
Because it will never be the right time. There will always
no, it
be
will
some
never be the
other
right time. The
thing.
money is not enough. The bills,
Yes.
this, that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. Right.
So for a woman, it's not. I'm not talking about say when you say some of these things. What was the narrow, the traditional, and that structured mindset that we have? Oh, you are
Hmm.
telling women to rebel. You know
That's not
something?
it.
The way that you can have your live your life and live an abundant life is to be doing what you have to do. There's nothing worse in life than sitting there and realizing that somebody is sitting on your joy or something that you should be doing, and another person, you are so low that you've put yourself so low, like, oh, I'm not working, I don't have money, I don't do this, I don't do that. You have all these excuses. So it's your your progress in life is in somebody's hands.
Yeah.
No,
No.
no, no. Try to train yourself to do something for you, because I have always said it. You are somebody's wife, you are somebody's sister, you are somebody's mother, but who are you? Who are you? If you are getting off, oh my, oh, akosua mami, kweku papa, kweku mami, and that's all, oh, Mr. So and so, may I say messaging. But at the end of the day, when you take those roles away, you, the woman standing here, who are you? What
Yes.
makes you happy? Because marriage won't always make you happy. It's not always kosher. No, I'll tell you that. It's not always joy and oh, blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, what makes you happy? What brings you joy, right? Find
Yeah.
you. We've
Yeah.
said it before, find you. Mm,
Yeah. We also forget that when you don't do whatever it is that is in you, it will make you resentful as well. And you won't
yes,
be your best person. You
yes.
won't be your best wife, your best mother, whatever roles that you're put in in front of
Mhm,
Adua.
mhm.
Yeah. But we have to go on a commercial break and then
Okay. I'll read this and then go. Humanity becomes our own worst enemy because the ill mind sets many wishes on others. It circles back upon themselves. Karma is real and it comes back with grave consequences. Then some blame it on witches. Think they're evil deeds they did some time ago. The Bible says, do unto others as you'd want it to be done unto you. Love thy
Thy
neighbor
neighbor
as
as
thyself.
thyself.
Please, whatever you do, love yourself. Love
Mm.
yourself.
As
That's where it all
yourself.
starts. Yes. Love
Yes.
yourself. We don't love ourselves, so we are not loving our neighbor. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know anymore. Let me. Okay. Hello, and we're back. So the book again is The Beauty of a Woman's Heart, and you can find it on Amazon, Canada, US, France, Spain, Germany, and Italy, as well as in Ovi Books. And also my other book is The Reflections of a Thirsty Soul, also to be found on Amazon, Friesen Press, Barnes& and Nobles, Google Books, and iTunes. As well, on Wednesday, August the 18th, I am having a book interview with my classmate, Kiki Chats. 2 p.m. Yes. So
Cool name.
more information to come on that. So here we go. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yes.
Take it away.
um Yeah, Russell Hints. It's all about 100% natural health and beauty, and whatever skin condition that you have that you want to make better, come see me. And then I have a natural digestive enzyme that actually breaks down the carbohydrates fast and proteins, and also a feminine hygiene gel. All these products are on my social media pages: Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and my handle is always Ya Russell Hints. So at Ya Russell Hints, get in touch. Done.
Awesome. Okay. So moving right along. Not that. Okay. Yeah. Let's go here. I'm trying to find Ama Joe's.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Shyla's Kitchen. So, Miss Amajo, you can find her in Fort Saskatchewan, Alberta. That's about a 20-minute drive from Edmonton, Canada. Here's the information: ShylaKitchen.com. And there's a phone number. Do call her for some sumptuous meals. When you're coming into town, rather than go spend money in restaurants and this and that, call her, place your order.
Yes.
Okay? Do
It
that.
is yummy.
Who else do we have on here? Okay, so let's go this way. Oh, look at me. I didn't even put it back down. Hang
Down.
on. Where is Amajo? There. All right. So, alrighty. Let's go to the first things first. EPA Worldwide with Sister Mamle Yoko Godwins. a lot of information and tips on parental alienation. It will help you. Please do go take a look. As well, we have lunchtime talks with a woman who are Fridays, 1 p.m. BST UK time. Join her. She brings on all kinds of celebrities and people to share their inspiring life stories. And Miss Aisha Ankra, Juice Plus and Avon, do contact her for your needs. I haven't seen Miss Aisha in a bit. She
Yeah,
must be on
it's been
vacation too, enjoying herself. Okay, and let's see, who am I missing? Oh, I think Miss Ajua. I don't know where her
yeah.
partner went. Yeah, there's a lot of things gone missing. Oh yeah, they're all here. So Miss Ajuodo Mensa page. So on Fridays at 6:30 p.m. Eastern, she does a Brabo Munsem. So she brings on people and they talk about all kinds of interesting life situations. As well on Saturdays, she does a marriage program with Reverend Samuel Okoso, 3 p.m. Eastern Time. Those programs are very, very insightful and very deep. Do join her and you will be blessed. As well, on Sundays at 3 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Mountain Standard My Time, Dreams and Visionaries with the beautiful Pastor Patience Edwards. Do join this class and you'll be blessed. I've been in this class since last year, and mind you, the nuggets and the things that I've gotten out of it, bar none. SagesShade.com. Miss Sage, she has a variety of delightful products, t-shirts, African prints, jewelry, and shea butter products. Do join her. And as well for us, the Canadians, she is working on it. So we will bide our time, and we're still hopeful that someday we'll be able to order some of her stuff. And I think we've come to the end of our commercials. Let me
Yeah.
put the banner back up, and okay, we can continue.
Okay.
Oops.
So before we left for the commercial break, we were talking about how we let excuses
Hmm.
and insecurities keep
Yes.
us from actually activating our
Hmm.
gifts. And I think that there's a list of things that we have to do.
Hmm.
Oh, she's saying thank you.
Well, thank you, Adjoa.
So
No
far,
worries.
we've talked about actually discovering what it is in the first
Hmm.
place.
Hmm.
And then we have to move on to what we're going to do about it then.
Yes.
And sometimes it's easy to know exactly what to do.
Hmm.
Sometimes you actually have to go through some steps to activate it properly, because you can't just do it anyhow,
Hmm.
and you have to do it and do it well in order
Yes.
to get the fulfillment that your
Yeah. Yeah.
soul needs.
Yes, your soul. It's always,
Yes.
if your soul is not happy, you'll never be happy on this
Never
earth.
be happy. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. You
And
can, you
yeah,
can,
as you are
mhm.
saying,
Yeah.
sorry, as you are
No, no, go
saying,
on. Yeah.
the place to start from is sit down and ask yourself, where am I at? Start from where you are right now.
Right.
Am I okay? Am I doing what I'm supposed to be doing in life? Whatever that is for you. It's
Right.
not according to me or according to Ya Russell. No, it's you as a person. Sit down.
Yes.
You see, you have to ask yourself some hard questions.
Mm.
And I'm sorry to say, the environment that we come from, we don't acknowledge some of these truths. Yeah, me say, yeah, Ajua, I'm going to use my own words. The katasumwe
Kata.
must
So,
be so much that
yeah,
we
like the
think we are
ostrich.
okay. Oh, after all, look at me. I'm like everybody else. I worry. I have my kids. I'm good. Yeah. But why worry? Why will this and that? Okay, is that all?
Mhm.
If that is all for you, great, fine, carry on. But I'm saying those kids that are in your house,
Hmm.
20 years, whatever years from now, they won't be in that house, they'll be gone.
Yeah.
What will keep you going? You
Yes.
see, we have this mindset in our culture that you always have to think about everybody else except yourself.
Mm,
So we always leave ourselves out of the equation. Oh, me, oh, me, yes, say I'm doing this, I'm doing that, right? But what about
right.
you? If you don't put yourself first, how can you be of benefit to anybody? You
Mm-hmm.
have to, this is why I'm going to say that you have to be consciously selfish in a
Yeah.
good way. Put you first, because if you don't do what you are here to do, how will you be a blessing to anybody?
Yeah.
Grow yourself and then go from there. Like we have all kinds of things happening here. Me that I'm sitting here, someone will come and tell you, oh, you came to Canada, you haven't helped anybody in the family, so you are selfish. Really? You know? No, seriously. Seriously. Oh, thank you, message. We talked about it at the beginning.
Earlier,
We
yeah.
need to go on vacation. We have to enjoy life because time is flying.
Yes.
No, every time we're looking to people, looking to other people, start with you. Am I happy?
Mm-hmm.
What is making me unhappy if I'm not, right? Why
Right.
am I so discontented?
Yeah.
What is missing? We don't like to ask ourselves hard questions. We just go along with everybody. Oh, I want to do it, but I'm afraid if I try to be too ambitious, my girlfriends will be mad at me and they won't be my friends anymore. I've heard women say that when I started
Oh
cutting,
man,
I've
no.
cut some friends out. It's quieter, but I'm happier. Your
It's
soul.
peaceful.
Yes, your soul,
Yeah.
your soul, your soul, It's like we can't keep playing this game with ourselves. You don't
Right.
know when you are going to die and you are sitting around trying to please people or looking for people's approvals. Do what is good for you. Do the best. When you are happy and you are joyful and you are all those things, living an abundant life, then you can help somebody. But
Yes.
do yourself first. But there's a whole bunch of us, oh, this is what is expected of me. I have to do this for this person. After, if I don't do it, my family people will say, your family people,
Let them
really?
say.
Look, we all came alone. Everybody came along, unless you're a
Yes.
twin. Even twins, they have their issues. Okay? We came alone. You have to look at
You
some of
die
these.
alone.
Yes, you have to look at some of these hard facts and then realign your life,
Mm-hmm.
because you can't just keep living and doing the same things. It's like me. I said I went on a vacation. I came back. Every day I've been so confused. Like, oh yeah, I know I'm supposed to be doing this. Then you have three things in your mind. You haven't written it down. You go, oh, what was I supposed to do again? Then you go and get your notebook and you write it down. Okay, I need to get on this. You always have to have a plan, have something you are doing, something you're working on. You can't just sit there. I can't, for me anyway, I can't just sit here. Yes, I'm a married woman, so oh, I've cooked for my husband. Is that all? Like you have the pleasure of doing that, doing the, but when you are done, what do you do for you? Oh, my kids, I've watched them, they have that. Your kids, no crap, no. It's not that, it's like, excuse me to say, we all love our kids, but it's not, some of us anyway, the mindset, it's not for the love of be that we love our kids, be ama, but it's just that, oh, me too, I have kids. That yeah,
Mm.
being poor, that oh, I'm married, I also have kids.
Yeah.
No, you know, you get to the core of you. What do you want from this life? What do you want? What do you want to do with yourself? Mm-hmm.
I think the concept of priorities is also lost when it
Yes,
comes to us.
yes, yes.
Because if we're able to do that, then it makes it easy even to say no to
Mm-hmm.
these things. Like my family members would say this, or my friends will say that. And because if something is at the top of your priority list, you
Mm-hmm.
know you have to tackle that first instead of
Yeah.
maybe going out to a party with a friend,
Yes.
no matter what they would say,
Mm-hmm.
you
Yeah.
know.
It's flimsy. Let me read Adria's comment. Flimsy things that we let people, we are so caught up in people's approvals. You won't believe the number of people whose lives are being ruled by approval of men. Adjoa says increase the volume on the excuses, reasons, insecurities, devalued, lack of discipline, dishonesty, disrespect, refusal to learn, lies, lack of understanding, limited mindsets, hypocrisy, foolish enablements, double standard, and negativities get in the way of progress. Obapa Yabi Russell. That's all, Adjoa. It's like, oh,
It's
the
true.
list is extensive. It is true. It is true.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Hmm. Okay. I would like us to look at the number 5. It says, "Do not be afraid to seek help from others to activate your gift." So that brings us to resources, all kinds
Mhm.
of resources, right?
Yeah. Well, when we
And
say help, like, yeah, if we're saying, I'm not saying that go and ask somebody that, oh, I need 2,000 to go and do this for me, or I went
oh
to
yeah,
ask her
no.
for the money and she didn't give it to me, so I'm upset. There's banks, okay? There's banks. You go, you want to do something, you can't put your hope in somebody. This person didn't do this for me, so then you are mad at them, and it becomes a family feud or a friend feud or WW3 and an ending war. Nobody owes you anything.
Yeah.
When we say resources, you look at people, maybe you know people who are doing what you want to do.
Yes.
If there are people who are not close to you, but you know their story, you can Google and be reading and getting ideas and tips. But if there's people also that you know, so you go to them. Even it doesn't have to be something necessarily in the same thing, area
Right.
or niche that you want to do, but just somebody, a woman you know who has stepped out and done something um, out of the ordinary, that you go, wow, you were able to do this. So let me go ask her, hey, how was it
How
when you
did
were
you
setting
do
up
it?
this business, when you started? What did you have to do? Right?
Yeah.
And you
Yeah.
should be prepared to do your research. Like we live in this, the societies in which we are, resources are abundant, they are everywhere.
Yes.
Google these government offices, like if you have to register something, if you have to do this, you have to do it's all there. You just need to know where to look. So
Yeah.
if you've surrounded yourself with positive people, even the people don't have to know what you are doing exactly, but they can advise you.
Yeah.
They can advise you. Like me, the advice that I've gotten from people in the Dreamers and Visionaries group is like, they know something. So maybe if you did this, you did that, it would work for you.
Mm,
We are sitting around in our pride. We are people that, I always say this, and I could be very wrong, but for me, in the early stages, years ago, with COVID and all that, but about time, talking of 10 years ago and all that, you'd go to the library and you'd see Chinese people, adults being taught English, or even sometimes you see different, just single, two people, somebody's teaching the other a language skill.
right.
They are not too proud,
To
okay?
learn.
They
Yeah.
know that English is what is used in this country, so at least they are overcoming that language barrier.
Mm-hmm.
We need to put away some of these inhibitions that we have, this pride and arrogance. You come here, excuse me to say, like, English is not our language, no. But if you've come here, it's nobody's business too. Whether you choose to go and register and go take night classes to improve your English is
Yeah.
nobody's business. Or
Yeah.
yet still spend $12. I don't know if it's increased or it's free now. There's library cards. If
Oh,
you
it's
go to the,
free.
sorry,
It's free.
yes, if you
Yeah.
go to the library and you go and get basic books, do you have to tell anybody you are getting basic books or apologize to anybody? You may have kids or you may not. If you have kids, somebody sees you, let them assume you are getting books for your kids. You go home and you are reading it and you are looking at the sentence structure and this and that. And then you too, when you are talking to people, then you are learning how to form, even if you don't want to go that far, if you are a little tech savvy, it doesn't take much to get to you. We all have phones.
YouTube. Yeah.
Google the English, how to learn English, how to learn French, all these things, they are there.
Yeah.
Simple things to help yourself navigate the system. You live in an environment, navigate it, find out how things are done. But we choose not to. We would rather stay the same. Like I said, we carry ourselves in our boxes and we bring ourselves into these lands, new places that we live in, and we
Mm-hmm.
never get out of those boxes. We go from home to work. If there's no church involved, home to work, or these other community parties, or it's home to work church. We don't have any other relationships outside of these, right?
Yeah.
So
Right. Right.
who's coming to advise you? You are the same people in the same mode. Nobody wants to do anything different. How are you growing? So you sit there moving around in these circles, and you turn around, you'll be 55. Time has gone.
Mm.
Why don't you do something? If you get out of your box and interact with somebody else, they might show you a new idea that will benefit your life. But
Yes.
mhm.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I don't know.
That's true.
You can
That's
talk and
very
talk and
true.
talk, it will never end. But yeah. So help, even yeah, I'm saying seek help. We don't know how to ask for help.
We're too proud,
Yes. Or they'll say, I don't know this. They'll say,
which
I
is
don't know
better.
that.
Yeah. So what? Then
Mm,
you learn something.
yeah.
I don't get it.
Mm,
Anyway, there's the last sentence, and then we'll go through the here this
mm-hmm.
because it's kind of summarizing everything that
Yeah.
you said. So the last paragraph says that, dear woman, what are you prepared to do about this? God has called us to live a purposeful life. And then there's a hear this, things that Auntie Yaa'S wants us to note.
Yeah.
And the first one is, do not be afraid to activate the gift within you. Number two, do not hoard or be stingy with your gifts. Number three, if you do not know what your gift is, go before the Lord in prayer. He'll reveal it to you. Number four, learn to serve others with your gifts. Number five, do not be afraid to seek help from others to activate your gift. And that's what we just talked about,
Mm-hmm.
the resources that you need.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I was going to say that when you were talking about, I mean, going to the bank and stuff like that,
Mm-hmm.
that got me thinking about these actors and actresses. What they do is they're waitresses. That's how they work. So
Mm-hmm.
they are able to go to acting school. I mean, when you go to Hollywood, that's what they're doing
Mm-hmm.
because they want to fulfill a purpose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you can work as something else and
Yes.
put the monies aside for developing your gift instead of something unnecessary. Anyway, and then the last one says, start now, take one step, and keep moving. So what's important is that you take that first step because if you don't take it, I mean, you're going nowhere.
Mm-hmm.
And age is not a barrier. I mean, it's not a
No.
reason not to start at all.
No.
Because,
No.
yeah, there are people in their 70s who've made it at that age. And
Yes.
so it's unfortunate that you're hearing it now. I don't know what year you're listening to this, if we're still here or not, but whatever age that you're watching this video, it's not too late to start.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Auntie, yeah, I think we've talked a lot. So if you
Yeah.
want to summarize it, you can
Yeah.
go ahead and.
As you were finishing up, I was going to say there's a lot. I've heard stories of there a lot of women who have reached my age and on beyond and
Mhm.
realizing that, oh, they wish that they had done this.
Mm,
They wish that they had done that.
yeah,
So I want to pull Pastor Patience's comment again. We are too traditionally and conventionally structured, and it's stealing our abundance and wealth.
true.
All we've heard is, oh, a woman, get married, look after the man, do this, take care of your children, be quiet, don't go and do this, don't go and do that, which is all fine. At the end of the day, I think too that, and I believe that right now maybe that message may be out there too, that train the woman that they need to also learn to stand on their own 2 feet.
Yes.
Don't go with this mindset that is the man who's coming to. Are you okay?
Yeah. Yes.
The man who's coming to look after you or and put all your thing yourself
Mm,
baggage on him.
yeah.
It takes two to make things work. He works and brings in the bacon. You also work, help to achieve the goals. Like in good marriages, they will speak, talk with each other and have a plan and say, what do you want to do? This and that. Even if that is not happening, you as a person, you need to be very resourceful. There's some very resourceful women out there who are doing things. And yet the culture thing comes in, oh, this woman, she's too hard, she's too this, she doesn't do her things like this and that. None of that. You have to, you are in life to help people. You are not here just for yourself. So
Yes.
we cannot forget this message. It's like these conventions and so if you're going to live your life thinking about rules and regulations that people have put on top of your head, you'll never do anything that you want to do on this earth. So
Yeah.
for me, it's like I do hope that they, even for the older women who feel they've not done anything, it's never too late. And then for the younger ones, they need to get the message now too, because
Yeah.
nobody knows what's going to happen in life.
Yes.
Things happen. You may get married, you may not, you may get divorced, spouses pass away, this and that. At the
Mm-hmm.
end of the day, you as an individual, you what value do you, how do you value yourself? You know, what value do you bring to the table? What are your goals? Are you going to work on accomplishing them? Yeah. If unless you are born with a silver spoon in your mouth, and I doubt that a lot of us were not born that way, so we have to make it in life. So
Yeah.
I just, all I want to say to end is that don't be stagnant, keep moving, learn something new. It's not, I mean, at the beginning, it's not everything that you do that will bring you money right away, but
Mm-hmm.
do something with yourself. Live life, be passionate, grow, learn. Don't just get stuck in these roles. Oh, as a lot of women, oh, me, I'm a woman, I can't do this. Oh, they're not oppressor. Leave it. No, 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 no. Live your life. Live your
Yeah.
life to the fullest. Do what you have to do. We've said a lot today. We've said a
Yes.
lot. So, yeah,
Yeah.
the gift.
Yes.
So,
Give it
bring
to
out your
yourself.
gifts to benefit others.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, with that, I guess we will leave it here.
Yeah.
Any final comments or you're done? Yeah.
I'm done,
Okay.
actually. Yeah.
So, yes, we thank you for joining us today. Abigail, Pastor P, Ajuodo, Alethea, Miss Sage. Who else am I missing? Yeah. Thank you so much. As usual, we appreciate your patronizing our programs. And for those who come after, please leave us a program. Yes. So there won't be any practical nyamisem this Tuesday. So on Thursday I'll come by with a short passage from the book as usual, and we'll be discussing. So take care of yourselves. Thank you, Ya, and everybody else. Love you lots. Have a good week. Ajua says very educative and informative program. Thank you both. You all have a great and
Have a
blessed.
good week
You too,
too,
Ajua.
all of you.
Take care. Take care. Okay.
Bye.
I love you. See you on Thursday.
On Wednesday.